Welcome to your Astro Report. This is the Peace Dealer. Thank you very much for ordering this report. And I hope you gain the utmost of quality from this report. We, of course, are going to look into your chart. I see you are a double Virgo with your moon in Aquarius. This is actually oddly very similar to the last chart I interpreted, Young Pharaoh, who was also a Virgo Sun Aqua Moon, except unlike him, you have your North Node in Aqua. You and I are actually a part of the same soul group. If we think of Saturn as an incarnation plane, you incarnated with Saturn in Capricorn, and basically you were at the front of the plane, and in that plane, this definitely allows you to with this incarnation plane to be brought in, all right, from wait a minute. This allows you, okay, to be brought in from the non-material existence to physical existence. Okay. So what's very, very important is that when we take this into account, let's just say you were at the front of the plane, and me being born 1990, I was at the back of the plane. You exited the plane obviously earlier than the people in 90 did, but this still really speaks of you being in a position to this really speaks of you being in a position to definitely take advantage of one of the greatest Saturn positions, which I'll go into, especially with Neptune and Uranus here. We're 89 and 90, late 89 and 90 are the only years with Jupiter in its exaltation in Cancer and Saturn in its dignity in Capricorn that also utilizes the power of the causal realm with Uranus and the astral realm with Neptune. The reason why this is important is because this has generated and manifested a whole generation of individuals who have telekinesis. Let's just be honest, because we're talking about very supernatural ability and power that takes up until at least 30 years, which we're all awakening this now. Everyone who has this is 30 and 31. And so this supernatural power here at Capricorn takes the material realm with Saturn, the causal realm with Uranus, and the astral realm with Neptune, puts it in Capricorn of actual manipulation and control, and literally harnesses this ability for us to control this. Okay. Whether through the mind, whether through the soul and spirit, that depends on the individual, but we are the most powerful existence that is alive right now, save the people born now with Pluto, Jupiter, and Saturn in Cap, which still isn't really as powerful as us because they don't have anything in Cancer, but we do, which completes this. Okay, so this is very, very, very much so a privilege and also an attainment. Okay. And to see that you have your soul advanced in Aqua is a huge deal. And so, welcome to the team. I see, you're also North Node and Aqua like we are. And this puts you in the Destiny group in order to really not only be advanced and be genius, okay, because we are, but this also sets you apart from the norm, rebelliously so, in the sense where you guide and lead humanity with progressive ideologies and knowledge aligned with truth, not falsities, in order to really, enlighten humanity to the fact that we have an alien heritage and family. Okay, because some people forgot. Other than that, I'm going to go very into your chart. And the first thing I want to start with is really more so the awareness of how you personally come into this 12th house Virgo energy. Okay. Even though your rising is in the first. So I want to make sure you're very aware. Okay. So, yeah, right off the bat, once again, we do examine the 12th house nature of your Virgo sun is really less of a 12th house energy and more of a first house sun that is coming off the heels of your 12th house, which has much to do with, I like to think of the energy like this as if your rising sign is your eyes, your spirit and your Mars is like right behind your personality. Like if it was ahead of your AC, you would lead with your spirit, but it's behind the AC. And so subsequently, this speaks to your ability to analyze people without them knowing you're analyzing them. So I just want to say this to make sure you are not a 12th house sun. And this is very, very common for people to mistaken, okay? In the sense where you would truly be a 12th house sun if you were a Libra rising, which you were so close to Libra rising, it almost makes you one. So you're going to experience the 12th house sun energy, but you're technically a first house sun because it's aligned with your Virgo rising. So a lot of the 12th house energy is what you identify with. It may lend to a bit of introversion, but it's important to see the god of war in between your spirit and rising that speaks of the analytical assertiveness and fervency that goes into you being the master that you are. In fact, this is not a coincidence that the last reading I did consultation wise was also with a 20-degree Virgo sun. This is very amazing. So other than that, I want to really start this off by you knowing letting you know you're a master of masters. Okay. You're 28-degree rising, 20-degree sun, 22-degree aqua. You're not no slouch. Okay. You came into this life very advanced. You are the cosmic master, cosmic referring to aqua moon. And so the facts and reality you're aware of that pertains to your character is backed by the extraordinary quality of Aquarius, allowing every fact you express to be out of this world. It's cosmic and celestial in origin, and it speaks to your ability to channel energies and frequencies that don't necessarily adhere to conventional human logic. This is where your Virgo sun converts this wisdom. You have the soul of an alien, the soul of an extraterrestrial goddess queen that is intricately aligned with destiny. So you will always feel what the next step forward is. I really want to stress this, however, because this is not a small deal at all, yo. And now I can see why you were so excited to have this reading come out, because there's a quality to this sun and moon that allows everything that you're aware of to be heightened in quality. When we talk about quality, we're talking about Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, and Aqua. And Aqua is the highest quality because there's nothing higher than the universe. All of deep space and the multiverse included. That's all the universe. And so, like, you need to walk around with the balls, whether you're a man or a woman, you need to walk around with the balls knowing that you know your shit. You know your shit. Okay, you know you are the living representative of extraordinary facts. Extraordinary facts that are out of this world. You have celestial alien origin, and you're here, okay, as a late Virgo rising to advance the lifestyle of mankind. Because you're not, I mean, Virgo, I feel like, is a human, but you're not a normal human. Okay, and don't let anyone play you like that. You're a master as a Virgo sun, but you're a master. Okay, this really speaks of how as a child you got it young. Okay, and you apply your analytical awareness based on the inner genius you possess that allows you within seconds to instantly know, Aquarius, what is happening around you. And there's a supernatural element to the aqua moon that bypasses human processing, that allows us to analyze our experience and synthesize information. You don't have to do all that shit because you're a celestial being inside. You automatically know. Your superpower is claircognizance. Now we need to talk about the moon square. One thing that's not easy to have as an aqua moon is the sensitive Pluto square to Scorpio, which will make you hated to really tap into your inner self, because people hate the fucking truth. People love the truth as long as it feeds their confirmation bias. Once you start really expressing things that go against the strongly, deeply held, seated emotion, Scorpio, that they have, they suddenly hate you for some reason, because it exposes that they don't really care about truth. They just care about what they believe. We see your Venus is attached here, which makes your heart very extreme. You're not a halfway lover, okay? And you will cut and kill a bitch if they betray you. And you'll get away with their murder. Now, well, the thing here is, with Venus here, you're very, very, very extreme. So, like, you either love someone all the way, or it's like, meh. And there's a psychic, intuitive quality to this, because Scorpio is purity. This is why Scorpio is the evil person. If Pisces is the fraud, this is why Scorpio is the evil one. Okay? Because when we take this into account, Scorpio is purity. All right? And concerning purity, when purity gets distorted, it turns evil. This is why Scorpio is the evil person. Scorpio is the purest zodiac sign. So when it gets distorted, you have the evilest person. This is just logic. So you have a pure heart. And this pure heart of yours connects with Jupiter in its exaltation. And Jupiter in its exaltation here connects with Venus in what's supposedly supposed to be its detriment, which I disagree, and allows you to apply the depth of your heart with the fullness of emotion, making romance a very vulnerable period and subject for you. As a late Virgo rising, you spread the awareness of the attitude of purity. And this can really make enemies, because we all know Virgo has the reputation of being an asshole. Virgo is not going to sugarcoat facts, because facts don't give a fuck about your feelings. And so you can be very, very, very extreme about what you sense is pure or not. And I'm going to encourage you should never change that part of yourself. This world can make you believe that you're so mean, you're so not tolerant, as if anyone should be tolerating fake shit. That's why I love Virgo, because Virgo does not tolerate the fake shit. They don't care if you like them or not. And so, and I'm talking about a true Virgo, not Virgos who, I don't even know Virgos who don't live up to that. I think all Virgos are solid like that. But This really connects with Scorpio. If you have precision with Virgo and specificity in Scorpio, your heart becomes the Scorpio stinger to nail, okay, a lot of what you pick up psychologically. Your Venus in Scorpio sextiles Uranus in Capricorn, and this makes for a very unconventional dynamic in that you can honestly just sense how deep someone's purity is in an instant, and you want to trust it. Normally this will come before you have the ability to analyze, but you're a Virgo, so you analyze it. You're literally the manifestation of real magic cosmically. And this is where, compared to other Virgos, I can say that you are facts. And you came here with a vengeance, because motherfuckers think shit's sweet. They thought that they can get away with just saying, non-factual shit until the universe has to manifest you in order to set people straight. Okay, not curvy, straight. Okay, because you don't play that shit. I know you don't play that shit, Christina. You have Mars on your rising. And so you ready for war. You are a warrior of facts. And I want you to understand, this is not a Leo rising. This is not a Cancer rising. This is Virgo rising. So facts and analysis isn't something you possess like a Leo rising. It's not something you communicate like a Cancer rising. It is everything that you are mastered. You are the living embodiment of reality. And so your physiology changes like reality changes. In other words, it's a fancy way of saying you're a magical being and you can shapeshift. That's one of your magical abilities. You can shapeshift. You can defy the laws of physics if you wanted to at will. But let's kind of go into you being a warrior of facts, Mars and Virgo. Mars and Virgo lends with it an analytical expression of actionability that, compared to me with Mars and Aries, I make the most impulsive actions. I can't help it. I'm instinctual. And it's not really something that you can do something about. You just have to accept. Before I can think about what I'm going to do, I've already done it. It's both good and bad. You're not like that. You analyze thoroughly your actions before you do it. So it makes you strategic. It's what makes you on point. It's also what makes you hated, because you don't allow people who want to lie to get away with that. You're very serious about this. And this is where I come back to the aqua square to Scorpio that intensifies your receptivity to knowledge in light of bias and subjective, strongly held beliefs that seek to get in the way of the objective and detached, knowledgeable clarity that you are receptive to in Aquarius. That moon square could lead to a whole lot. And this is where, you know what I'm saying, a lot of what you personally experience is very much so colored by your willingness, all right, to really open up, let's say, to, so many opportunities for you to fulfill your destiny and innovate the behaviors and lifestyles of others. Okay. And a whole lot of what you do has much to do with directly, not indirectly, okay, analyzing in advanced ways the behaviors of others. If we think of your moon in Aquarius as a subconscious mechanism aligned with knowledge fixed in the zodiac sign, real time with your awareness with your Virgo sun, You're analyzing a person's character, and your aqua moon gives you the lowdown on their behavior. Your aqua moon is also very aware of what bottom feeders, and I'm going to say it, I don't care, peasants, okay, losers, have to say about you. Your soul is a queen. Okay, your soul is high royalty. Every aqua moon walks around feeling like they're a genius. You know why? You know why? Because you're a fucking genius. Thank you. And so, of course, there are people who don't matter. And I know we're in a world where it's like everybody matters. No, you're in a world where some people who don't matter want to give you their opinion. And that's that Pluto square. You can never let it get to you. Leo squares have to deal with this more because Leo is so preoccupied with what other people think about them. Aquarius doesn't give a fuck. And that's the best part about you. You're a vessel of destiny. So Mercury that trines this aids the genius capability for you to be receptive to knowledge of people's behaviors and lifestyle. And it allows you to personalize your speech in Libra based on who you're talking to. Yeah, it's retrograde, so this will really speak of your ability to say what you say more in tune with the words you speak. I feel like Mercury retrogrades, they watch their words more, but I don't want you to think of the retrograde as any different than the direct. It's more important during real-time transits. This is going to align with your moon to add power to the knowledge, power in cardinal Libra to the knowledge and fixed Aquarius, all right, about what you know, Aqua, you're telling people, Libra. This is where Gemini transits will really fill up with the light of what to say. And with your MC in Gemini, accordingly here, you're here to change the world. You're here to change the way people see truth. And this is what's going to lend to you perhaps not keeping a job. Not because you can't keep a job, but because any job you have, you're meant to whistleblow and expose the truth of management. And once you do that, you're gone. You're not even meant to really work under anybody. Let's just be real. But like, if you do work for someone, it's not for no reason. You expose the truth in this capability. So let's talk about your Capricorn energy, because the opposition it makes to Cancer allows you to harness physically the expansive quality of feelings that Chiron here allows for us to be miracle healers. I want you to think of Chiron as the agent that facilitates the nurturing water of Cancer to aid in healing. And then Pluto and Scorpio to be the regenerative quality at which cells can multiply and aid in healing. Well, Jupiter is the accelerant to expand this process so that if you can envision a wound that would take 20 days to heal, it's only going to take 2 days, because Jupiter expands and accelerates this with focused quality, especially for you in Virgo to now be aware of the details needed to aid in this, so that Pluto can, with this regenerative quality, be expanded and accelerated with Jupiter on Chiron, which literally accelerates the healing process. I have this, and I healed from the flu in a day. That's why I don't even take flu shots, because they're useless. We don't even get sick. I can honestly do a documentary on this. Anyone of our generation that gets sick is usually an empath that takes in other people's diseases and heals from it quickly. So, like, we're a huge deal. 89 and 90 is a huge deal. And shout out to 91 and 92. They got it too. And shout out to 93 and 94. They're the greatest of the greats. And we can go down the 90s list. But, like, we have to honor 89. We have to honor 90. They want to call us dumbass millennials, even though we run shit, whether they admit it or not. Okay, it is what it is. And I just really want to end this report by honoring your patience, and honoring how incredible you are. You've just finished your Saturn return. This is someone who had, like, Neptune, Uranus, and Saturn is the height of psychic ability practically in order to utilize your emotions in Cancer that is exalted, in order for you to gain a private understanding of how to utilize these psychic abilities in your creative talents. That will apply to your work with children. So I hope you enjoyed this report. Thank you so very much for your patience once again. You are the extraordinary cosmic master, okay? And you should be respected for all that you are. Peace.